The Sejong the Great-class destroyers, also known as KDX-III, are three guided missile destroyers of the Republic of Korea Navy (ROKN). On 20 April 2007, South Korean Chief of Naval Operations announced that the lead ship of KDX-III class destroyers will be referred to as Sejong the Great. Sejong the Great is the fourth king of the Joseon Dynasty of Korea. The Sejong the Great class is the third phase of the ROKN's Korean Destroyer Experimental KDX program, a substantial shipbuilding program, which is geared toward enhancing ROKN's ability to successfully defend the maritime areas around South Korea from various modes of threats, as well as becoming a blue water navy. The Sejong the Great class destroyers has a 8,500 tons standard displacement and 10,000 tons full load. The KDX-III Sejong the Great destroyers are the largest destroyers in the ROKN and larger than most destroyers in the navies of other countries. They are built slightly bulkier and heavier than Arleigh Burke-class destroyers or Atago-class destroyers to accommodate 32 more missiles. Some analysts believe that this class of ships is more appropriately termed a class of cruisers rather than destroyers. Sejong the Great class destroyers. Main gun is the 127mm per liter 62 Mk45 Mod 4 naval gun, an improved version of the same gun used on other warships from several other nations. Point defense armaments include 130mm Goalkeeper CIWS and a RIM 116 rolling airframe missile Block 121 round launcher, the first Aegis platform to carry RAM. Anti-aircraft armament consists of SM-2 Block 3A and 3B and 80 total Mk41 BLS cells. Block 3B has added infrared induction mode to Block 3A, improving interception capability. Anti-submarine warfare armaments consists of both K-ASROC Hong-Sanga Red Shark anti-submarine rockets, which have the same form as the U.S. and 32 K745LW Chung-Sanga Blue Shark torpedoes. Anti-ship capability is provided by 16 SSM-700K Haesung Sea-Star long-range anti-ship missiles, each with performance similar to the U.S. It is equipped on a Navy ship that is built after the late KDX-II destroyers. Land attack capability is provided by the Hunmu 3 cruise missile. The ship features the Aegis Combat System Baseline 7 Phase 1 combined with AN/SPY-1D/B multi-function radar antennae. This gives the destroyers the ability to track missiles launched from anywhere in North Korea. This capability was demonstrated by the tracking of a North Korean missile in April 2009. The Sejong the Great class destroyers are often compared to the Arleigh Burke and Atago classes because they utilize the AN/SPY-1D multi-function radar, and have similar propulsion and capabilities. One notable difference between the Sejong the Great class ships and Arleigh Burke's is the number of BLS cells. Destroyers of the Sejong the Great class have a capacity of 128 missiles, as opposed to 96 on the Arleigh Burke class and the Japanese Atago class destroyers. The Sejong the Great class is thus one of the most heavily armed ships in the world, with greater missile capacity than the Chinese People's Liberation Army Navy Type 055 destroyer, 112 BLS cells. In August 2016, press reports revealed that South Korea was considering adding the SM-3 interceptor to its Sejong the Great class ships to enable them to perform ballistic missile defense in response to North Korean efforts to bolster offensive missile capabilities. U.S. decision to deploy the THAAD missile interceptor system on mainland South Korea. The addition of SM-3s to the ships may require software and computer hardware upgrades. Aegis manufacturer Lockheed Martin confirmed the next 3 Sejong the Great vessels will be capable of performing integrated air and missile defense, IAMD, to supplement U.S. Army ground-based missile interceptors on the peninsula, likely being outfitted with the SM-3. While the first 3 destroyers are fitted with Aegis Baseline 7 based on older proprietary computers that can't carry out IAMD operations, the following 3 will be fitted with the Baseline 9 version of the Aegis Combat System that combines modern computing architecture to allow the AN/SPY-1D radar to perform air warfare and BMD missions at the same time. On 10 October 2019, HHI signed a deal to build the first of 3 170 meters long, KDX-III Batch 2 Aegis destroyers for the ROKN. The Sejong the Great class is KDX-III Batch I, and ROKN is planning 3 ships of KDX-III Batch 2. 18 under the deal, HHI will deliver the first ship by November 2024.